Good afternoon, Welcome back to Air Radio Salguero Spain. Today, 2nd December 2021. As usual, Monday to Friday, Thursday. The bulletins from our beloved country, Banjul, the Gambia. The headlines from the Standard newspaper. The first headline on Standard newspaper: Darboe tells Dr. Ceesay to endorse UDP or risk empowering BARROW. NRP says IEC competent to conduct credible election. Chick for help donates jerseys to Fonyi female club. Escape mother suspect lawyer withdraws from trial. Do not entrust your budget to discontent politician, says Sidia Jata. And also on the side, NUP task electorate to choose anyone but BARROW. Fall blast governments for neglecting Brikama. UDP to win with a landslide victory. So ITTOG graduates 192 students. Program to make maternal health care a possibility in, let me expand, in Gambia. Then CIWM Waste Aid announced Gambian Waste Project. So those are the headlines from Standard newspaper. Let's see, point whether not yet. So let's carry on with Standard newspaper. Standard newspaper, the first story we want to read is, this is an advertorial. The United Democratic Party will secure a landslide victory in Saturday's presidential election. This is very clear from the groundwork and realities on the ground across the country. Firstly, the UDP is the biggest party in the country, controlling 7 of the regional area councils from Banjul to Basse. Secondly, it has the most rooted structures in communities across the country and has been able to maintain these structures from Maudin vultures and greed of one-time deputy treasurer Adama Barrow, who betrayed the party, which catapulted him to power. Thirdly, and more importantly, the UDP controls the key battle areas of West Coast and Kanifing Municipality Council, and it is strong in NBRURR and totally in control of LRR. Fourthly, the party also has abundance of experienced people in its leadership, with each of them adequately educated to run a government at day's notice. This unique combination of knowledgeable personnel in all fields make the UDP a government in waiting. The party is the most organized and ethically balanced political organization in the country, boasting of a leadership and fellowship that cut across all ethnic groups in the Gambia. In the Saturday's election, Gambians who desire to take the country from the unpatriotic hands of the ignorant Adama Barrow and his controllers of W's personalities in and out of the Gambia have only one choice: vote for Ousainou Darboe. Mr. Darboe has a proven record of standing for the good of all, given his struggle in the fight against tyranny, which nearly cost him his life. Ousainou stood for the defenseless in court, the illegally detained victims of state repression, victims of state deprivation, and orphans of murdered parents. Above all, Ousainou Darboe stood for the Gambia along with his colleagues, most of whom have long since paid the ultimate price, their lives to liberate the country. No Gambian politician has suffered so much to achieve the freedom we now enjoy. President Adama Barrow is a byproduct of that fight, but instead of sticking to the values of that struggle, he has chosen greed, vanity, and naturally have found new friends and interest groups who, because of his sheer lack of smartness, have captured him and using him as a tool to enrich themselves at the expense of the state. So, citizens of the Gambia, let us rise and vote our UDP on Saturday and get the country back. It ends there. Stay tuned. Don't go. We'll be back momentarily in Mandinka as follows. Yo, assalamu alaikum badewolo. Continue kibaro la men karang kan santeng komen folota angaloto. Kibaro kung men karang angaloto standard la kibaro to le follow update ke la online paper the base men kam men beko standard anim point anindo ko tanglte. Ngamur ko madamanning nga kibaro kung follow fali den sinana murna nga men follow karang nga fanang karang le mandika account. Eko Darboe info Dr. Ceesay memo Citizen Alliance le nyaton court ko ay na kafu UDP ma o ay lo UDP fe nuonte ase ke man toroti de prumun na drong asinana ke sembentuyala ka baro sembentuya ning atra mang mo endorse comme membe ko UDP ube munamin na drong wala abe barol endorse kang bari ate wala itande Darboe Dr. Ceesay la purasinana ay UDP ENDOSE. Yo, NRP la modole diamata de ko ako IC olbekela dingral de men benni election o me be marle ba tamandilale men abekela tonyala kan anim fanang abe kallankiala. Yo, ikafo me kick off ol fane ma koiro ke fenol de jese comme football lal kamendung dendiko ana kurto ya di foni sungutin non la football club onina eko chaw men escape ta kasoto men ay molify so bitam men ala loya nyim botala kiti nyin konole ngamen generalo to ngalong pdwise la ke banyin membe ko sidia jata ako ntana na bankola na flodi molla menu imang wasa ka politician discontented politicians coming ala itandro men fo ka continue nup Bakari Jamme ala Ablaye Jamme Ibrahim Ablaye Jamme ako do kola munyinte pro carte falalia pro sa jeko yem momorni sa chusno le namanke barot ka continue esa fal ay kumo fayde ako brikama masakunda brikama hajo bontole au kuma kan fay Gambia la masakunda ka ngamen karan angale countal details wala UDP iko atlabe banko karobe kanyale ka mena landslide so nyomo rong hana ba tleje adong be dala bakile so ngina karan angale countal details ba do fana be jang men UDP comme Darboe men fo Dr. Ceesay ila bengo men ya ake ngalong fo kunumba fo kunun ko ay kuma kan fo walta bara finta bil so ngata amen karano anglican details so membe den ning landslide ko wonin ko UDP be kanyela Gambia banko kan landslide ni omatang ay banko bela kurunto asamba nyola a be kanye ka kontine kibaro nyimu fenneti iko advertorial comme nyimu propagandal ti pro UDP la karola comme mem ya safe a safe comme daylo mi atina UDP be kanyela anim fana daylo mi anda mon nyanda ka karto fay e la usen Darboe aning ado nyolte memba kran kan lajadama ya spend banko kan na media TV nyindo na newsroom bi karo telefulola no December karo nyin karte fawtuta telefula sama omu this cancel the Spanish World Cup nyame rest day then after tomorrow all wekela karte fawti sama jumo mol wesile tranquil le preparation ke pour sibitlo kaboso mandala mol site la carte kisol kas ka di mola men ya a la preference candidate o puruka o sambalan kata State House on the 19th of January 2022 yo kibaro nyi ko United Democratic Party ko abe soton draw kela landslide victory holam banko aba be kanyela la ninata in sibitlung presidential election o men kanate ko nyi mu fenito be senior instead le kabo groundwork ko me men doku banko kan ninata jibe tonya mendik on the ground banko nyi fango kan lalbeto across the country banko mu me be kan ku follow wala mu UDP niajibe nyina mu party bati Gambia banko kan in the country men abe atle marta banko la ngi regional warawlo be area council bema kata fo base banjun fo base ko flanja niajibe it has the most rooted structure atle mu patio men asulobe tuturing Gambia banko kan men bambanta sakona dinkral beto ina lagibe banko be kan and has been able to maintain dung kabirin chuk obe marali to lebulu mo mawu jijano bulo structure nying men hani duol men be nyinindro kan ani mol men hadumerul teng on one time deputy anim momen fango be ko mari tofol da ko wala mu ila kodi marla adama baro wol manyin lal mamandino yudi people aning ate fang kunne memu adama barot comme ay men dante nadna tendem fana ako memu jamfan tongti anim fana niajibe nyim patio men ate which catapult him to comme kabula laspero kono ka taka fay ka sin December nyindo nyomo ron mome illa me mado yasiga yaselendi o sembo to comme ron ka laspero ta ya berobula akono ya fay wila fita foto dame yoleke adama baroy nadna wul jamfa ko même fang nani jawati ko fangola ko mayala ko niajibe UDP natna nake fennati control ki dinkral kelol ni na rajibe ko sa furo kata ko area la benbe ko West Coast regional yintaning Kanifi Municipal Council anim fanan strong bambanta blal to menbe ko badibu URR Santo Gambia dangoto kan totally control inatnana mara dinklara memo elarate wolen kiang jara o ma fangol a continue ako nani jaw niajibe the party also has abundance comme party finjamala soto membe ko mol men ye londo soto ka mena atabanne la party kono o londi tielteng o burtuto lebe faring UDP kono niajibe ila leadership with each of them in bay 2 niajibe adequately in molti men ila londo atimmatale kabo niajibe kanana puruse marano mansakundala lunkiling kono isa dida marala ya betiande nyelefta kala nyamen comme se notice no nyamen mol sa jeno nyamen ko ni mol they are adequately educated ay men dante ni o moy rong ni molti they are fit for any position ni na man sakundala do ko la karol e ko ako fanan this unique combination nying kafu nyomo kilome ya ketan ka molta nying knowledgeable molten men karanta educated personal thing ko nyim combination of the killinam ni nata jibe molla men be ko all fields comme dinkra pour mun na drong se do ko keno jele as betia ko make the UDP pour ka UDP ka koko mansakunda in waiting comme même mansakunda be batun roke kan comme ñing combination o ñing knowledgeable personal ñin in filo fil se do ko keno jele ñim mansakunda men bina silate ko nyagibe the party is the most organized in party on party la party o men ya tay adada kuta ka kul kafu nyome kafu nyako eko niko ethically balanced ni nata do kola kallan kiala kenya la ni nata political organization la kolon political kafo nyindi in the country Gambia Bangkok men chigandro ko kol anim natna nyato nga kendo so to kaf men leadership anim followership anim fana mo jama men be inokang that cut across men tata a belo soto tu ni nata siol la karola o ma fangola o dawda Gambia Bangkok kan abele be nyim pati okon ibele be no kam fana kon yagi be indi Saturday's election comme ni sibitlun carte fam men ginaten Gambianol men be pare pour ka jiko ila banko ka bondi unpatriotic mol bulu mol men e mangani yosoto la banko e mang pare kake banku din kendoti pour ila banko ko foloje ko ul bulo kono anim fanan di ignorance men be ko mol men mang londo soto o ye dabo kolton sa fanyamen man kollong faham men be ko Adama Barrow anin ala controller men be controlling anim fana ye leketa mo sa fanyadi mo kilim mo fula comme ebe ye be jang comme o double e ka fun me dubious personalities comme in and out comme konoto anim banta e mo monti e boko itandi dinkral beto so ninkum itemu mo fulalti ka continue ako nyajibe the Gambia have only one choice ako Gambia dinkra kilna so se memutano wala mudrong ka ni lafita banko e betia yanta karto fayla usenu dabole ala foroyin ako Mr. Darboe we lanken yandile anim fanan aitan ni molla ko ala record wala ala tarigo ni mem ala lo nyala pour munna for the good of all giving struggle comme ate ay bata men anen ay doku kendo menke struggling menke ay lo menke ka keloke pour munna tarani wala man toro membe ladan no Gambia Bangkok kan amansum fenna fo tagirin tawol naagibe ako o fon demanding asinake asa akimoti men asa aniyo bon o tagirin tiame aba kila ka sin o demandi o sinana niota ko usenu dabo lotale kaje ko puruka fasaro ko moli men imang ifam fasano kiti lalto awol bekele anim fanan naagibe ako illegally detained ko men ka mol men tay ke sin lakiling ka symbole kan o mol awol fana mako la ni victimol man tora mol ni ataji be men man sakunda le sembo wafi kan ngo kotol tem men be go victimol ni ataji be man sakunda la ala man toro be lari kan anim le mol men ka foy ovans comme mol men la dimba la alfal banta mun le karola ni man sakunda men men tambitate men ye mantoro lekan anim fanan of mother parents all and wrong comme men ye alfal ye ifale ko nyaji be nyin be kan ko Usenu Darboe a lot of pour mun nadron pour Gambia along with his colleagues anala mol de nyol de men be nyin struggle ke kan be katako ke kan most of whom nyin kono men itol sa fodron have long since coming nyin mu molati paid the ultimate price itol fangol nataka multi men itol fangol le mantoro soto lanyin struggle kono comme be katako men na pourkaji ko Gambia ye bo tyranny bulo kono wolam tagirin tawol akete fangol ye wolati wolam niyo mo dron tubabol ko ultimate price wala keta ko fangonat na jirmitol fangole ngoka ko di ako their life comme ila neol kaje ko to liberate comme yela neola pour kaje ko banko se frino banko se tarno a fambul nyam wala tarno fambul nyam ako Gambian killing Gambian la politician killing has suffered comme much men se sofa kabata pour kaje ko soton dro ke muna freedom of porun tramfambulo santeng be men enjoy kan namanke men tambita nyinula ay men foteng ako president Adama Barrow is a byproduct comme president Adama Barrow product le tron comme mo men abota UDP len sa fotong UDP men dida ati sabi wole soto kante abolo mansaya soto kante ina dajibe ko instead ganni pour sticking to the values of the struggle pour amang nana pour kalo ko kande ko la kumala membe ko nyin struggle min tamita de men moli yake atanatna be o mansaya enjoy kande ani onatna community ate muneke wala mu has chosen greed kuma natna hadumo ate wala ta comme kola men ajeko pour ate barat lam president sa continue no and naturally niaji be kol ilanya la kol lanya la ko have found a new friends another kol yelamandi nyamen santem tembo men don wala ngende don ay terkutol lesoto terkutol men an interest group and groupol men ala nafabe men bala sai awole so ko katako niaji be of his seer la comme ñu fenete ala afota taria men comme mo hakilo yirway ka men smartness kal kol taria ke faham afota wala mo so ala hakilo to ko niaji be have captured not na ke fenete nyabe lorun ñin kan nen be captured him ñi mol men na lo feten ke muta iba using him as a tool ba comme ya temuta ya ke do joranti comme prouisi fanke fankamati nyamen o mol men at the expense of state comme bankola kodo bolta kan kauta ke fankamati because of ate aman smart be pare nyin wolna na woleje ala koto ya tata ya ke joranti so proubi fankaman la nyamen saferla ya fo nyamen ko so niajibe so citizens ako banko dingol of the Gambia wala Gambia dingol ten ko let us rise and vote our UDP on Saturday and get our country back wala nyinti ko ay kumando ko Gambia dingol la alinga wuli santo ngakato fay na UDP ni sibito men kanaten pro zinana soton droke na bankola kotake mbulo kono comme men ya capture men ya ta ya hijack mbulo comme ala kumota ta nat so ala bar mina nyaato do man ning ne jingulo ko le nin jingulo botala ngata kibar fa nyaato la vitamin karana UDP la kolto so sinana dum kibar dol fanan ko wol fanan attack nyo wala bari be kibar fulo beta la nyol kafu nyom yo assalamu alaikum bade on continue ngin do fanam mina men karana temba karana angale kan le follow to nimboto to sinana karang mandika kan nyinto the headline Darboe tells Dr. Ceesay to endorse UDP or risk empowering Barrow. Now the details by Omar Ba, standard reporter, and read by Hajadama Air Radio Saljeron Spain. Today, in our studio here, the details UDP leader Usainu Darboe has called on Dr. Ismaila Ceesay of Citizens Alliance to endorse his party or risk boosting President Adama Barrow's chances of re-election. Addressing his supporters in Gunjur on Tuesday from his pipeline residence, Darboe said Ismaila Ceesay said he would not contest the election, but I would tell him that alone is not enough. Ask your people to all vote for lawyer Darboe. Otherwise, history will hold you responsible for your omission and default for not asking your people to vote for UDP. By your omission, you could re-electing President Adama Barrow, because if you do not ask your people to vote for United Democratic Party, which from visual evidences has the likely chance and the highest chance of winning. You will then be strengthening Adama Barrow, and I don't think that has ever been your wish or plan. I think you are contesting the election because you don't want President Adam Barrow to be re-elected. But if you do not throw your supporters behind UDP, by your omission, you will be giving votes to Adama Barrow, and history will judge you. And as a young politician, actions that you do today or the omissions that you commit today can haunt you for the rest of your life. And I do not want that to happen to a very handsome, intelligent person like yourself, Darboe said. Words of advice. The veteran politician added, we should avoid voting an impeccable president this time because we cannot afford doing so. The person we are going to elect should be somebody with very good character and one we will all be proud of whenever his name is mentioned. But if any of us voted for a president who doesn't care about the people of this country, you will be held accountable for your actions in the hereafter, he said. Mr. Darboe said the UDP's fight to be in State House is not a personal fight, but a fight for a better Gambia. We want to ensure that we have a Gambia that will be heaven for all Gambians. That is the agenda of the UDP. So join us to save this country from all attempts to bring back what was here in the past. We should not allow that to happen, and the only way of avoiding it is voting for the UDP. He noted it ends your station. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily after a short jingle. Assalamu alaikum madam continue kibaro la sante mfana mu UDP la kibaro ti amen attack nyola kibar fula kabrin bota kibar kongol la standard jang indo dabo ako Dr. Ismail Ceesay pro as a UDP endorse nuonde as keno mantoro de pro ka Adam Barrow murundi mansiato kotaki me insabe Omar Ba standard la kibri pro memba kranga la jara na studio ya bi December karo tili fulola kate fawo tuta tili killing wala ben natema wala msama damati sinending molbi findla pour kata ila choice itandi anim fanan ka decide who is going to lead Gambia for the next 5 years. So ka continue kibaro nyina eko UDP la nyaton ko memu Usenu Daboti ay kumandro ke Dr. Ismail Ceesay la mem be nyaton ko yala Citizen Alliance pour kanana ka kafu UDP ma ko nuonte asike man toroti de mensina chikandro ke fennade pesan Adama Barrow pour ka chance de yala pour ka atombon kota ke president yala abidiam ka wato menna ala mako ilal supportal men ba fe gunjur sato to talata lungla damen ake ala pipeline resident ala korda nyinto dabo nyim fuka ko Ismail Ceesay ay nyim fa ko ako he would not ako Ismail ko at a contest la nying election o men kanate bari would tell him at be men fulate dabo wala is that alone comme at killing among enough comme amantima comme o mentitong afanan ala fitan ne kafala wala mo Dr. Ismail de Barrow aka manta mo endorse bara ataba kuma na purasi na kafu UDP ma dari kilimman kanyang ni lafaran sota fana mantana ya ako ask your people ako fola mo leko ye karto fay lo ya Usenu dawo le fanga be yim foka ko nonde tariko nyin abinana mutalade pour comme barta menna membe ko yo omison wala ngindron ye error soto damento comme ninata ila do kola anim fanan for not action comme iman afola mole pour ye karto fay UDP bari ni manta contest ba iman pare kala president nyin kan oto sai opposition party o men watra sembo watra afola mole kafola non da be kala omisonolde comme fennamo parce que mistake oti ni nata kol kenyal ko walatina ba nginin ka kan pura sa fala mole ko yeta e kafu e karto fay UDP ako bayo omission ko ni nata men sina kela mistake oti ako you could re-electing president Barrow comme ñing keta ela mistake oti o be kala monet drong wala ngende kanana president Barrow tombon kotak ako kata ko if you do not ask ni man na ela molia fo ko e karto fay United Democratic Party ako mo fennet wrong which from visual evidence comme ñi mo fenneti mobe ñaabe CDR menna as has the likely comme UDP akajeko wala be kanyela ñin carte fao men kanate ni ajibe the highest chance comme to lom multi men sa foton men bebe ngin carte of keso fonko election o be akela kam fosa win to lebe santo to lem highest to lela ko jam fata all bedi in do koton ni ajibe ako you will then be strengthen it bina kala multi nima fo ila mole carte fa UDP bina kala molati men itebe sembentu yakala obe mol la ko bamban la wala mu Adama Barrow ti anim fanan ako I don't think akama miracle that ako ever been with ako ma miracle be kelete ngani yoti freng anila plano comme ferol min yalan akate min mira wala nginte ko you are contesting ako I think you are contesting the election because akate nyina mira comme be lo kan election la pour mon natron ila fita menna ron ka president Adama Barrow you don't want president Adama Barrow to be re-elected wala nginte be lo kan nu wato menna pour ka carte keso ngine pour que president iman la fi president Adama Barrow wala kanye kotake Gambia bang koka ka kontina ko bari ni ajibe if you do not throw your support comme ako ni manna ila makoiro o fasaro fay comme membe ko behind UDP ko support katra UDP koma ako bayo omission comme ni mistake ko men ka foten ako you will be given votes comme wala kala koti be karto kesol dila Adama Barolla anim fana ko ni ajibe tariko obene kidin la nyin kolde comme you and as a young politician comme itebe tembo mendo politician modi fonninche wala modi so mukuleti nyanda kawto mira o misono nyin kana song wene ne George akameng itandal ako actions comme mamala ni natajibe that you do today comme ebe men kekam bito ite Dr. Ceesay Ceesay ako membe ko o misono lembang wala mistake wala karola o kol meni ma ke kete bula mang betea ako that you commit today comme yemen ke bi ako ni mu fenra sine de manole comme the rest of your life wala ngindi sinana na bule no kanole isio mu me obe akamen fight ka yamar men anim fana ko I do not want that to happen ko man lafi wayke it like handsome one committee mo nyimmaten ke nyimmaten intelligent men intelligent wala ngindi rong momen hakilo warta bake anim fanan membe ko ate Darboe men itande Dr. Ceesay lako I don't want to wala ngindi I don't want that to happen to a very handsome comme nyometron ke nyimma intelligent momen hakilo warta hakilo yiro wata anim fanan kulemu ate amalla fi wasifasi ate ma wala Dr. Ceesay jumala ke mfai ate Darboe anadna kumol faya kam membo ko ya marola karola ate Darboe kilenyin ate Dr. Ceesay kan ko ko nyim politician koto nyin menga meta politikola amanka koto ma baraba kon hansai ko ay men lafa kol ka ko we should avoid nyanta ngatanka kol la membe ko voting an impeccable president ka incapable president wala ka karto fay president men among among timma pour ka do ko ke ka president te ama do ko no among capable ta kenola ako this time ka ko nyin wato la ko kati ko nyaji be wi kana te nyin te son na nyin na mu meke kota ke nyin sifa en soto banko nyin ka mu president tambo mem amala do ko no o ata keno ata president do ko keno ako nyaji be fana the person we are going to elect moment bitaka tombon should be somebody nyanda kala multi with very good character men daji ko kendo se trala anim fana one we will all be proud of base nanan siso timpa menna kola ngan sanyo wulinda la kola nata wati o wati ya mari to fo ko nyina mu Gambia la president yin akobari ni ajibe if any of us ndol kono e ka karto fay a president who doesn't care for president memang molla ko sula membe ko Gambian kol ako you will be held accountable momo e karto fa o moye oto salon ko ite mari banko dingol nyanda keta tontonde ko kola ke kontibo akola for your action ye manyamen ke ko kamala jeto o kabola ay men dante nin ko keta ko men foten ko di here after kabo janna kata fo moli te tonton wo kola dabo men dante ay ya marola karol ko Mr. Darboe nyin ay même fois ko UDP la kelo nyin ko kelo pro kata state house ako nyimu feneti is not a personal comme amanke comme kunkilin kolem but nyimu kilalti men pour ka Gambia je ay betia Gambia I mean dante ako we want to ensure comme kaje ko pour mon not wrong we have a Gambia that will be having comme leftajal wrong comme Gambia men mu arjanati pour Gambianol be ako nyin kelo mu walti ago ukamala that is the agenda wala mu member safra be laring pour UDP bulu pour se menkeno Gambia akoso be kakafu na kakafu to join us kakafu ma kaje ko pour sen na banko tangano nyamen pour munna all attempts comme could be means nana certainly go back what was here comme cool men certainly non koto ke men tambita non kanawol murni nan koto ke wala nginti ton ka kafu nyoma ka karto fay ka Adama Barrow bondi geto sinajen se tanka wala ako we should not allow manyan na kasom fanan ka siloye la kula membe ko that to happen como kunyin sinana ke na banko kan and the only way ako nya koto tala de na manke pour mun na don way of avoiding pour ka nyin ko ka tanka ko comme wala nginti ton ka karto fay UDP so sinaje ko in kuomen ka foten se tankano ala wala mem tambita nun ani menketa nun wol kana murnan Gambia banko kan ay men itandi ben blangin to anim fanan ay yamaro men di Dr. Ceesay la pro men handsome and intelligent person like Dr. Ceesay amang yan naka omission okay ka mistake okay anim fanan kaje ko pro ka barola re-election on strengthen ko ayamari wala so ala baraka annal badima lajada malen ya radio Spain banko kan salsato ko bi December karotili fulola kibar fulol men finta ngole la kibar kungul kara ka bo standard news pa nga kibar fulol laño kam minanya to do manning ke la kibar dol fanan gibe ke karangal angalo ani man gawro killing o fula sinaje ko molte bodin na bake pro ning jam fatat modo be ka pare ka be lamoy o barnya kanyandi ka lamoy la nyama ni pare da sauna waro la lamento fana sina sango kibaro o fananta so sina kibar bunda ko ton fana gibe men man update no fo size nana update ke la site nyinto so ala baraka annal badi ma la jada malem they are radio Spain banko kan salsato nyin